means you. It's gonna be a special video. JK. Hey guys, it's me Olivia, and today I'm going to be filming a video that I've wanted to do for a while, which is to provide some advice for my fellow Booktube newbies. Now the month of April is my 1-year anniversary month, so I've been doing Booktube for 1 year. I have actually taken a few months off here and there, so not technically posting videos for 12 months straight, but this is the year from when I started my channel, so. I feel like throughout this year I've learned a lot of new things about myself and about Booktube and the way that things work, and I feel like it would be valuable to share this information with you. I know that there are lots of people that have made these videos, and I have watched a ton of them throughout this year, so I will link a lot of them down below because everyone gives great information, and I feel like I may say some things that other people have said, but I'm going to tell you how these few tips and how all of this advice has worked for me and what I suggest you do as a Booktube newbie. If you have filmed a video like this and I don't have you linked, be sure to leave a comment in the comment section because I know when I'm looking for advice, I want to hear a lot of different perspectives, and I'm sure whoever is watching this probably wants to hear a lot of perspectives too. Look at all the shadows. So I have this video divided into technical advice and social advice. So whatever it is you're looking for, hopefully I can answer some of those questions. If at the end of the video you still have some questions you want to ask me, be sure to ask those down in the comments and I will answer whatever it is to the best of my ability. Now the first section I'm going to start with is technical information, and this section is meant to cover some of the questions that I've gotten a little bit throughout being a booktuber and some things that I feel like would have been helpful for me to know as starting out as a booktuber newbie myself. I still feel pretty new. I don't think I'm, God, that shadow's driving me nuts. I still feel like I'm pretty new, so I'm not gonna say like, now I've been on Booktube for a while, I am a Booktube expert, because I'm not. But I do think I know a few things now that I've been doing it for a year, so yeah, let's get started, stop babbling, let's just go. So the first two things I want to talk about is having an intro and an outro to your videos. I want to say that as a newbie, I don't think this is something that you have to have, but I do think that it adds some value to your videos and it makes it look a little more well edited. And a lot of people have asked how I do mine, so I want to go ahead and address it. All it is simply a picture that I've taken of my bookshelf, and then I've added some text overlay on that in a website I'm going to talk about in just a few seconds. And I've put that into my editing software and just done a soft focus on it. So essentially, it's just pulling right into that picture, and then you'll see it flash white, but it flashes white because that's just another picture that I've put a filter on, so it's just going from picture to picture. The music that's playing comes along with the iMovie software program. I do have a Mac, so that's the editing software that comes along with my computer. I have used Microsoft Movie Maker before, and that's a great program too. There's also tons of free programs online, and I'll have a few linked down below that can help you edit your videos. Which leads me into my next topic, which is edit. You need to edit your videos, and I'm not gonna say that everyone needs to edit because I watch a few people that actually don't edit their videos at all. But if you're like me and you probably say, all right, you sit and think for a few minutes about some of the things you're gonna say. Okay. Or you have to say something twice. The next question is grab anything you will need. The next question number 3 is grab anything you will need. It's really important to edit those out, and that's really gonna help your viewers watch and have a more flowing, nice, well-paced viewing experience. But if you are the type of person who doesn't have to restart sentences or have a lot of thinking time, one person off the top of my head is Michael from Catalyst Reads. As far as I know, I don't think he edits his videos at all. It's just like a one-take slam, bam, thank you, ma'am. And his videos are amazing, but if you're not like him and you're more like me, then you do need editing software to edit some of your ums, your buts, your restarting over of sentences, and it makes your videos more crisp and clear. So the next thing I want to talk about is lighting and background. And with these two things, I think you need to pick a background that has the best lighting. Luckily for me, I have a window that's directly behind this camera. It's a huge picture window that can give me a lot of light whenever, you know, it's not raining outside. I'm lucky that it faces my bookshelves, and I think a lot of people want to film in front of their bookshelves because that is the typical background for a booktuber. But if you don't have a lot of good lighting in front of your bookshelves, find somewhere else. A nice clean wall will work just fine. If you are someone like me and like for your background to be a representation of you and your book taste, then I definitely understand wanting to add some books, but take a table and stack a few of your favorite books on it, or put them on a couch if your lighting just happens to be in front of a couch. You definitely don't have to go out and buy studio lights to film. I have not used any sort of lighting except for this sad lamp that keeps giving me my puppets. I know you probably already know that natural lighting is the best lighting, but it truly is, and just find a spot where you can sit and have that nice sunlight shining in to give your videos a natural look. This is especially a great tip if you are filming on something like a phone, which I am filming on right now. I do not have a camera, I am using my cell phone. I've used my cell phone for every video that I have posted, and I think that the quality of my videos look so good. Not that my videos are the best quality, but I think that they look pretty good, but because I am using the natural lighting. So the next thing I want to address is the thumbnail, and the thumbnail is the picture that essentially advertises your video. It's the picture you see before you click on it and you start to talk. When you upload your video, you obviously get 3 options that typically look like, and those are not usually the best option. You want your thumbnails to be representative of your personality and to show what your video is about. So the website that I use to create my thumbnails is called Canva, Canva.com. It is a free website. There is an option to pay for some stuff, but I never use that. I always just use the free stuff. And you can use custom dimensions to create your thumbnail. The sizing for thumbnails is 1280 by 720, I think, right off the top of my head. If I'm saying that wrong, I'll put in an annotation of the correct dimensions. But you type that into the custom dimensions page and it pulls it right up. From there, you have lots of picture options. You can upload a picture of your own, which is what I typically do. There are also a few clip art things that you can add, as well as thousands of fonts, thousands of sizes, and different things you can do to manipulate your picture to make it look better. I absolutely love this site and I use it for every single one of my thumbnails, always. So now I'm gonna start the social section of this video, and I wanna start off with talking about personality. When you watch anyone who gives you tips for being the best booktuber or what to do as a Booktube newbie, they always talk about being yourself and not copying someone else. But I will tell you that in order to find your own personality on Booktube, it's best to start off watching other people and seeing how they talk about books, listening to the words that they use, finding out about what a TBR is, what a wrap-up is. And if you are a Booktube newbie, you've probably been watching Booktube for a while, but now when you're watching, you're gonna be looking with new eyes. It's very natural to be nervous in front of the camera in the beginning. I always just talk to it like I'm talking to a friend, and that sounds pretty weird, but I think that that tends to be the general way of doing it. And being confident in the camera comes with time. I was in theater, so I feel like I have a natural ability to want to be like funny or be silly or whatever, but there is a place for everyone. You don't have to be like someone else. You don't have to be silly like me. You don't have to be serious like others. Just be yourself and you will find friends. Trust me on this. But my biggest tip for gaining that courage is just to go watch other people's videos, see how they talk about books, see how they're forming their sentences, and listen for the things that they're saying and see what parts of those you like. I mean, truly, as a person, you are bits and pieces of other people that have been around you, and as a booktuber, you're going to take bits and pieces from other people. That's life. So don't be too freaked out that you feel like you're acting like someone else. You will come into your own eventually. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the biggest key to making friends on Booktube, and that is to go search other people's videos and comment. You cannot expect to post a video and have all these people comment to you and then you never do anything in return. Typically, when you start your channel, the people who are going to be watching your videos are going to be Booktube newbies just like you, or people who want to support people who are just starting their channel. As a booktuber, I go and comment on my friends' videos, and my friends tend to be a lot of people who are commenting back on mine. But if I just allowed a ton of people to watch my channel and never went and commented on theirs, I don't think I would have that many people to talk to. You have to give a little to get a little in the beginning. Another great way to make a true friend, a real friend on Booktube that I've discovered, and I don't think that this is the only way, but for me this has been the best way, is creating a Twitter. I know that Booktube is probably taking up a lot of your time and seems overwhelming at first, and I can make a video if you'd like on how I do my channel and how I create my videos and my schedule maybe later if you'd like, the ways that I've helped make Booktube not as stressful as it was for me in the beginning to get videos uploaded, edited, and comment back to all of the people. But Twitter and Goodreads are both sites that really allow you to interact and have one-on-one conversation with someone else that is interested in the same thing you are. Booktube is great for commenting, but you're really only interacting with someone every time they post a video, whereas on Twitter, you're getting to interact a lot more often, which I absolutely love. Twitter is also a place where you can be more yourself and show more of your personality, especially if you are a little bit nervous because you can type something and delete it. Goodreads is also a great place to get into the discussion about books. There's plenty of book clubs over there. There's plenty of discussion groups and forums where you can go and type back. It's also a place that if you feel a little uneasy about making a video review at first, you can kind of go look at the format of how people are talking about reviews. You can also practice writing reviews for yourself, which will end up helping you better whenever you go and film your first review. Another great way to get social is 3 things: doing a buddy read, doing a readathon, or doing tags. Now, buddy reads are whenever you and another person read the same book at the same time. Sometimes with a buddy read, you're picking a chapter or a page stopping point that you both are going to read and discuss. For other buddy reads I've done, we've just given each other updates in the morning about where we stopped and what we're thinking about the story. And in the end, you get to have this really good discussion with that same person. It really helps you bond with another booktuber because typically you're not just going to talk about the book the entire time. And it's a great way to make friends. Plus, I love buddy reading. So if you want to buddy read with me, you let me know. Readathons are another great thing to get you involved in the booktube community. Typically a booktuber will put them on. There's like a mystery-a-thon or the booktubeathon or fantasy-a-thon or reread-a-thon. There's a-thons for everything. So you can always search those. Typically there's a couple of prompts that they want you to follow when you're choosing your reads, or there's a set number of books you're supposed to read within this time, and you make TBRs for those and also discussion videos along the way. And tags. Tag videos are great because they're almost like a MySpace thing to me. Like, you remember whenever you used to answer all those questions on MySpace and then post them? Nobody? Everybody's young? I'm old? That's okay. And my final bit of advice to end the video is you have to do the Booktube Newbie tag. If you haven't done that yet, then make sure to do so. That is a keyword that a lot of people will search to find people that are joining the Booktube community to welcome them. And it's a set of questions that introduces your channel. A lot of people search for that video. So it's going to get you a lot of views to start off with, kind of boost your confidence, get you some comments, and let you start interacting with the community. So if you haven't done that video and you're just starting your Booktube channel, you need to do it now. Okay guys, I feel like I've talked my head off. I hope I've made some sense and I hope I've helped you. If any of these bits of advice have helped you, then please let me know down below. If you have any questions at all, let me know. And if you are not a Booktube newbie and you're just my Booktube friend, then leave some advice for a Booktube newbie down below. Thank you so much guys for watching. If you're not already following me on Twitter, I will have my Twitter and my Goodreads linked down below. I friend everyone on Goodreads, so please send me a friend request over there. I post videos every Wednesday and Saturday and sometimes in between, so if you're not already subscribed, be sure to do that. And I hope that your day is simply the best. Bye guys.